who is fighting for their own life. This is a man facing life sentence because of them. But they misinform the public. And some people are buying into that talk. Today, somebody like that Yambaba, that clown called himself Yambaba, who doesn't even respect his family, let alone respecting somebody else, is using his platform to call Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. He has featured all the enemies of Nnamdi Kanu is what he's featuring. Igbo, that is the person Igbo have practically taken. Igbo have practically bought that platform of Dambaba. And all his preach is against Nnamdi Kanu. A clown who, in a normal circumstances, in a professional level, he would achieve nothing. He was only lucky that social media made him visible. Apart from social media, he would achieve nothing. A man that doesn't know his left from right. A clown who I know he grew in the north. So Ludo have seen him as a willing tool and he's using him today. And go to his platform. Every single program he has is against Nnamdi Kanu. And I trust Biafran people. He's going to meet in Waterloo. You cannot fight the spirit of Biafra and win. And any word you speak against Nnamdi Kanu is against Biafra. It's against the project of Chukwu Gabriel. You will definitely face the consequence. We live in a digital age. Information travels faster than ever before. A single message can reach millions of people within minutes. A video clip can go viral within hours. A rumor can spread across continents before anyone verifies its authenticity. You see why misinformation is very dangerous. The kind of misinformation we are seeing in this struggle today, very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. In the present day, in this digital age where we are today, it is not like in those days when you don't have means of communication, where the government dominated it, where there is only central place, where things will happen, you not hear. Today as we speak, in 21st century, today, information travels faster than ever before. I repeat again, a single message can reach millions of people within minutes. This is why you must be very careful what you say, what you share. What you share and what you say in your platforms. A video clip can go viral within hours. This is why you must be very sure of the information you are pushing. You must be very sure with the information you are passing out, because you might not be able to retract them when the time comes. A rumor can spread across continents before anyone verifies its authenticity. That is how bad it is. This is both a blessing and a challenge. A blessing is that information can empower people. A challenge is that false information can mislead people. As supporters, observers, activists, members of any movement, more especially people in the Biafran movement struggle, there is a responsibility to verify information before accepting it as fact. Every Biafran person, there is need to verify information before accepting it as a fact. And while you are verifying, look at the motive of the messenger. Most of the people in Biafran struggle today have a motive why they speak. They have a motive. Either they want to drag you to their path or drag you to their group, or they want to make themselves feel relevant, make themselves important. They want to be seen as Alpha and Omega. They want to be seen as the person who has the right information. as supporters of this struggle, as observers, as activists, members of the movement of Biafra, there is a responsibility to verify information before accepting it as facts. I have seen many information recently, which I will not go to call names. I'm not good at calling people's names, where you see people twist information to favor their personal greed. They twist information to make themselves look right. They twist information just to create chaos. They create a problem where their problem does not exist. There are so many times I see informations. I ignore, I don't share, I don't post, I don't watch, and I don't comment. It doesn't mean that those posts are good. It doesn't mean that those informations are right. But it's a waste of time going to them. Because some of them, they do it, they only see they're waiting for you to call their name or talk, and then they will see a topic to discuss. Most of them don't have content. And I'm not going to be the one to give you a content to discuss about. Not me. You're going to wait. You're going to wait a long, long, long time. You're going to wait forever. Every claim should be examined carefully. Every report should be checked. Every source should be scrutinized. In an era where social media influences public opinion, critical thinking has become more important than ever. Did you hear that? In this era that we are in this generation, in this era, where social media influences public opinion, it is the social media that influences public opinion. That is why you see almost Nigerian government they have agents on social media. Sometimes they create an article and they post it and they want to know how you're going to react. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, you see how they use social media to create opinion, create perceptions. Critical thinking has become more important than ever. When people react emotionally without verifying information, confusion can arise. Confusion can arise. When confusion spread, division often follows. That is why it is important for you to verify. Apply critical thinking. Each time an information is passed to you, within and outside. It doesn't matter who is giving information, including myself. Including myself. When you get information, scrutinize it. If you find out there is something that is not right, call my attention. Request for a link. I'll give you a link. You come and explain yourself and make sure you have the right information. I'm willing to abide by what you say. I'm willing to listen and learn. And when division grows, collective objectives become more difficult to achieve. When division grows, collective objectives become more difficult to achieve. This is why factual information remains essential in this struggle. Factual information remains essential in this struggle. Don't just tell people something because you want to feel relevant. Don't just talk to people because you want them to feel that you are doing something. You want to make them feel that you are busy. It's not, you're not doing the struggle any good. Fact matters. Evidence matters. Verification matters. Responsible communication matters. It's just like in the advocacy of Biafra and the diplomacy. So many people today are claiming to be advocating for Biafra. They claim to be in diplomacy. But there is the one woman that stands out, our beloved sister Rachel. Rachel stands out. You can see her advocacy in Israel for Biafra. Have you seen the advocacy of Rachel, our sister Rachel in Israel? Excellently well. Without any picture, no picture, drama and all, you will see evidence. Recently, we saw signature being collected in Knesset for the discussion of Biafra. We saw signatures, and you will see it on video. You see it on video where signatures being signed, interviews are being read. You saw her inside the discussion. You saw her in the house in Knesset when they were discussing. And when she was called up to talk, and the other brother who stood up to talk. This is what is called advocacy and diplomacy, not by picture. Some will go to a restaurant and take a picture and they will post. Some will go to a party. You see somebody in a party, you took a picture with a white man and you post. Different kinds of things just to drag attention to your side, to make people feel like, no. That's irrelevant. Go to our beloved sister Rachel and see what she's doing. A very wonderful work. Even when she started, some group came to claim her effort, and she said no. The DOS jumped out and claimed, oh, they were the ones. But she said no. I am doing this as a promise I made to my husband while he was alive. Her husband is late. And she continued on that mission. She said she's doing it for her husband. Nobody is sponsoring. Nobody is doing it. She is doing it on her own. And Rachel is doing excellently well. Go to her platform. Go to her X handle. You go to her Facebook handle. You will see what we call evidence-based information, factual information, verifiable information, responsible communication. That is what you see in her platform. Goes into the Knesset to discuss about the Biafra. You will see. You see her meeting. When the signatures were signed, you see her and she showed the signature. You saw the people. They are not hiding their faces. It is not a picture drama. But some people today, they claim they are working in one place or the other. And all they will do is that whoever they meet, they take a picture. Any white man they meet in the environment, they take a picture. And then they will come out and tell you they are going to meet Donald Trump. They will tell you they are going to meet Mr. A or Mr. B and what? Just to let you know they are doing something when they are doing nothing. Fact matters. Evidence matters. Verification matters. Responsible communication matters. Another important issue is the challenge of internal disagreement. There are so much internal disagreements in today's restoration of Biafra. So much. No movement consists of people who think exactly alike. Do you believe that? No movement on this planet Earth consists of people who think exactly alike. Differences of opinion are normal. People may disagree on strategy. People may disagree on priorities. People may disagree on method of communication. People may disagree on leadership style. Disagreement itself is necessarily not a problem. If anybody is telling you that there will not be any disagreement, that person is not telling you the truth. Disagreement itself is not necessarily a problem. In fact, healthy debates can strengthen a movement. If we have a healthy disagreement, healthy debate, it can strengthen us more. It will make the cause of Biafra to be more stronger than ever. The problem arises when disagreement becomes hostility. And that is the one we are seeing today. The disagreement we have today is hostility. It has become hostility. People are hostile to each other. That is why people will threaten to take your life. People will go to your private life and begin to talk about your private life. Just like they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu today. That you disagree with Nnamdi Kanu, no problem. It doesn't make any sense. We can talk about it. But when you become hostile, attacking his personality, attacking his family, attacking his character, lying against him, that is where the problem comes. The problem arises when people stop listening to one another. The problem arises when personal attack replaces constructive dialogue. Most of the time today in the Biafran issue, what we see is personal attack, personal attack. Go and see. Many platforms, they cannot have a program for 10 minutes without mentioning one person's name or the other. So many Biafran platforms, they cannot make a program for complete 30 minutes without using one Biafran person or the other to condemn what the person is doing, even when they themselves is not doing anything. Even if you don't believe in what the person is doing, why not focus on what you think you can do? Focus on your own, do your own and showcase what you have. Showcase your own work and let that person do his own. The problem arises when emotion overshadows facts. And that is where we are. So many of us today in this struggle are very emotional. Emotional to a fault. Very, very emotional. Nigerian Biafrans are more than emotional. That sometimes they lose their senses. And that is why you see them jumping into any platform they see. Once somebody come and talk about Biafra, they are there. Once you put the flag of Biafra behind you, they are there. Once you mention Nnamdi Kanu, they are there. Once you say Simon Ekpa, they are there. Once you say, oh, hey, Biafra, hey, everybody shout, oh, hey, Biafra. The problem arises when emotions overshadow facts. We don't even have time to focus on the fact anymore. We don't have time to pay attention to facts. History shows that movement becomes stronger when disagreements are managed through discussion, respect, and shared commitment to larger goal. That is when you can be able to succeed. Movement becomes stronger when disagreements are managed through discussions, respect, and a shared commitment to larger goal. Today, so many of us will have lost respect for each other. There is no single respect. Sometimes the people that even challenge you on the comment section or people that attack you are people that even when they see you personally in human beings, when they see you one-on-one, they cannot stand. They can't stand. Some of them are even people, even online. If you tell them to come online for a debate, they can't stand. They can't stand. Some of them don't even know their left and right. They cannot even be able to defend what they are preaching. They can't defend it. The group they are promoting, what they are defending, or whoever they are projecting, they can't even defend it. If you ask them a question towards that, they are not going to. They can't defend it. But yet they will be the ones to attack you, call you name, abuse you. That is causing many discouragement to people. But for those who are born for this mission, who knows why they are here? We are not going anywhere. We're here now. We are going nowhere. We are going nowhere. The mission of Biafra, the Biafran project is my project. It doesn't concern, I'm not doing it for anybody. I'm not doing it to get anything for anybody or to any popularity. It is a project that concerns me. But if Biafra comes today, my life has become better. Automatically. 90% of my problem has been solved. Today, I want to speak about the importance of responsible advocacy. The importance of responsible advocacy. Responsible advocacy means speaking carefully. Some of us don't know that it is not only Biafrans that are watching our program. So many of people online today that are operating platforms, people who are controlling platforms, they don't know that it is not only the Biafran people that are watching your program. As you're shouting for recognition, you want to be recognized, you want Biafra. There are many people that pay attention to what we are saying. They want to know how prepared you are. They want to know how organized your message is. They want to know what message do you have to deliver, what do you have to offer. But so many of us in our platform today, when somebody comes there, will he find anything that will make him say, because of this person, I will continue to be in this cause, I will support this cause? Or will he find something and say, oh, if it is because of this person, make Biafra no come? You, that is, wherever you are and you're representing Biafra, both physically, spiritually, wherever you are, both online and offline, in your working places, can somebody look at you and say, because of this character, I will make sure that Biafra comes? You see our brother, our beloved wife, Susan, in Israel. Her husband is late. Her husband is late, but she carried the mission of her husband till today. If her husband was not a sincere person, was not a responsible man, do you think that she will carry his vision? No. After all, she's not a Biafran. She is not a Biafran. So why is she be worried about it? Responsible advocacy means speaking carefully. How are you advocating for Biafra? In your platform, in your working places, in your family, among your friends, when you are joking and jesting, how are you advocating for Biafra? Did you just open your mouth and say anything you want to say? Did you just open your mouth and vomit arrant nonsense? Did you just open your mouth and vomit anything that comes out? Let me tell you, some people will make you angry. That is natural. People will make you angry. But must you respond to everything that people do? Do you really have to respond to everything online? Do you really have to respond to every single attack against you online? Do you have to bring everything online to speak about it? Responsible advocacy. It means speaking carefully. How careful are you when you are speaking? As I'm in this platform, my platform represents Biafra. My platform represents Biafra under Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. So whatever I do or say here has a lot to do with them. The way I present myself has a lot to do with them. The way somebody out there who doesn't know about Biafra sees me is likely the way the person is going to see our leaders. That is why you must be careful how you present yourself. Responsible advocacy means understanding the impact of words. The word you speak, what you tell your brother and your sister, the word that comes out of your mouth, do you understand the impact of that word? The abusive word, the insult, the lies, the propaganda, the blackmail against your brother and sister. The false information you are pushing, even when you know that this is false. Do you understand the impact of the words? Even when you're not aware. Even when you mistakenly push wrong information. How many times do you come back to retract your word? Or to say, I made a mistake? There are some people who can never, ever retract their word. Today, we see some people who joined in attacking Nnamdi Kanu, but they turned around and they are no longer attacking him. Some of them are defending him today. Not everybody can do it. There are people who even Methuselah at a point in time, he attacked him as Nnamdi Kanu because he had the wrong information. He had the wrong information and he attacked him as Nnamdi Kanu. Achalugo attacked him as Simon Ekpa because she has wrong information. But because these individuals have conscience, when they got the right information, they came up, they apologized, and they changed their line of thought. And instead, they begin to defend the cause for which those people are fighting for. Responsible advocacy means understanding the impact of the words. Understand the impact your words have in people. Responsible advocacy means distinguishing between facts, opinion, assumptions, and speculation. So many of us in this very social media today, we cannot even distinguish between facts, opinion. When somebody just gives his own opinion, or when somebody comes just and give an assumption, I assume, assumption, or when somebody comes to speculate, we don't even know the differences. That is why in my WhatsApp group, once you post anything AI, I will delete it. I don't allow any AI information in my platform. In my WhatsApp group, I don't allow it. Once it comes in, I'll delete it immediately. AI is one of the things that is confusing people now. That some idiots and clowns can just go and form anything and put it, including voice changers, and you will see it and you think it's real, but they're not real. This is the time for we to be able to distinguish between facts, opinion, assumptions, speculations. And most importantly, I am speaking to people who are presenting the Biafran message. If you are a Biafran presenter, whether you call yourself a content creator, an activist of Biafra, I have said it every time, I am not a content creator. I can call myself an activist of Biafra. I speak for the cause of Biafra. I'm not creating content to make anybody happy. If I want to be a content creator, I know what to do. I know direction to go. And when you come here, you will see thousands of viewers. I know what to do. If I want to create content that would attract viewers, I know what to say. I know what to do. It is not a rocket science, but I'm not a content creator. But those of us who are content creators, who are activists, who are advocating for Biafra, this message is very important on your own side. If you have any one of them, share this part. You can cut it out and give it to them. Responsible advocacy is important. And responsible advocacy means the ability to distinguish between facts, opinion, assumption, and speculation. Because some of us don't know the difference. Some of us don't know the difference. They take opinion as a fact. They take an assumption as a fact. They take speculation as a fact. They don't know the difference. And they run with it. They project it and they push it out there. And people will consume it. And at the end of the day, wrong information will continue to circulate. Responsible advocacy means recognizing that every statement made publicly, can influence public perceptions. Every single statement you make in the public can influence public perception. So if you want to abide by responsible advocacy, which is very compulsory and mandatory for all the Biafran agitators, you must be able to know that every statement made publicly can influence public perception. When discussing legal matters, political developments, or ongoing proceedings involving public figures, caution, accuracy, and extremely important. Just like the case of Nnamdi Kanu, some of us will report it. You see some content creator, some of them they are already telling you that Nigerian government have activated a life sentence for Nnamdi Kanu. Some will tell you that Nnamdi Kanu has been given life sentence. Some will tell you that why is Nnamdi Kanu going for appeal? That they will give him life sentence for this appeal. They don't know what is called opinion. They don't know the difference between opinion, perspective, facts. They mix up everything. And they go on and report. And when they report, confusion begins to fly. You saw when that item came out, that Nigerian government put in a counter appeal. Is that a strange thing? It is not something strange. It is not something new. It's not something to